To get the most out of our time in Scotland in 2009, we joined a wildlife tour group. The group consisted mostly of birders, so it was quite an interesting time for us really, as our aim is to photograph and video the wildlife we see. We climbed the Cairngorms the day after we arrived, which was quite a feat in itself.
The ptarmigan is a game bird in the grouse family, seasonally camouflaged white in winter, brown in summer. The Eurasian dotterel is a small wader in the plover family. As well as other Arctic areas, the dotterel also breeds on these highland areas.
The next day we all went looking for the capercaillie and red grouse. We didn't see them, but we did come across this female mallard with her 6 chicks.
Mallards can be found across Europe, North America and Asia, wherever there is a body of fresh water.
This is a black-headed gull, although the head is actually brown, not black.
The black-headed gull is sociable, quarrelsome and noisy.
We took time to photograph the wildlife and birds around the beautiful area where we were staying. The Highland cattle have been specially designed to cope with highland conditions, such as peat bogs, mountainous areas, lochs and snow. It is also an animal that was a mainstay of the economy in the Scottish Highlands for many centuries, supplying milk, cheese, butter, hair for weaving and hide and leather for a host of uses.
The buzzard is the commonest and most widespread UK bird of prey. Its mewing sound can be mistaken for a cat.
We took to a hide in the hopes that we'd spot a pine marten. No luck there, but suddenly a red squirrel came into view. Nearly missed it. We're not sure what this bird is, but he's got a nice song. In the end, we visited the RSPB reserve at Loch Garten to see the capercaillie, which was feasting on a bush.
The capercaillie is a large woodland grouse and spends a lot of time feeding on the ground, but can also be found in trees feeding on shoots.
Bird feeders were in evidence and allowed good videography of the great spotted woodpecker.
The great spotted woodpecker usually ascends a tree trunk, working upwards from side to side, tapping the bark and breaking off fragments. It often extracts its prey from crevices with the tip of its sticky tongue.
Also, the chaffinch and siskin both were making the most of the seed on the ground.
The chaffinch is the UK's second commonest breeding bird. It is probably the most colourful of all the UK's finches. The siskin is a small, lively finch, smaller than a greenfinch. The siskin is a resident breeder across the UK, but is most numerous in Scotland and Wales.
This siskin preferred the bird feeder.
Grey herons are unmistakable and can be seen across the UK at any time of the year, around lakes and garden ponds, etc. These grey herons look a little ungainly, perched high in the trees, but probably a good spot to spot food.
Although there were a number of ducks in this loch, only this male mallard was close enough to video. There must be some tasty titbits in the loch.
They often head dip or completely upend in the water, but rarely dive. One morning we were up before dawn to be in place so as not to disturb the black grouse, and to be able to witness the black grouse lek when the birds arrived at dawn. When they did arrive, all we could see really were little black dots, unless we looked through binoculars or a scope. Although not much good for videography,
we might never see a black grouse lek again, and you can just about make out what it is all about on this video.
Black grouse are distinctive looking game birds. The black grouse male has a lyre-shaped tail which is fanned out and raised to show white undertail feathers when displaying. This impressive display is used in the breeding season.
The serious birders would have seen many more birds through their binoculars. We only captured a few on camera, as many were just too far away. This picturesque area is where the golden eagle flew high in the sky, so no photograph.
I think this is a missel thrush, as it seems larger than a song thrush, with larger spots and an upright stance. We said our goodbyes, took more video of the photogenic Highland cow, and moved on to part 2 of Scotland. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like to view our still photos, please visit our website. Canvas prints, cards and magnets of these pictures and more can be purchased on our website. http://jrphotography.webplus.net